Let's be honest for a second. How many of y'all love affection? Now, how many of y'all get a little bit uncomfortable when it gets too affectionate? Some people's affection feels like love, hugs, kisses, I loves yous, I loves yous. But for others, that same energy feels like, why are you touching me? So tonight we ask, when affection makes you uncomfortable, is that really who you are? Or is that something you never learn how to receive? Fasten your seatbelts. This one's gonna get a little close.
Land your plane, land your plane, land your plane, land your plane.
Welcome. Thank you for boarding with Land Your Plane podcast. I am your pilot instructor, Della Nooch, alongside with my co-pilots.
I'm 34 and a half. I'm your favorite cousin from Auntie and Uncle. You know you had, and I just made it to TSA. So let's get this flight. Let's get ready for this flight.
Yeah, it's your boy Money Bags Extraordinaire. I put the money in the bag so extraordinaire, aka Gemini. AKA shout out to my boy's birthday today, man. Or everything. My little son, my junior.
Oh, you June?
Yeah,
Happy
it's his
physical,
birthday
man.
today.
Word.
Salute to him. Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
We saw the
That's what's
return.
up. Thank you, fellas. Thank you, fellas.
Yeah.
Respectfully. How y'all feeling, man? Besides the B-Day, how y'all feeling?
I woke up today.
Respectfully.
Western highly favored. I definitely agree with that. I woke up today and I've been in a lot of pain a lot of different times. And my pain has been feeling like it's lessening. So it just feels like great.
Respectfully, man. Blessed, highly favored, always honored, successful. That's it. Everything's success. Or reach towards it. Well, shoot, let's give them what they came for, man. Let me get into the intro. Y'all know what's up. Excuse me. Affection often causes discomfort because it forces a confrontation with radical vulnerability. True affection is non transactional. Affection suggests a oneness that can feel like an invasion if you have a strong need for personal space or boundaries. If you subconsciously believe you are unworthy of love, affection acts as a distorting mirror. In chaos, affection feels like love bombing. If affection wasn't modeled for you as a child, your nervous system may interpret intimacy as a threat rather than a comfort. If you're looking to navigate these feelings, start with small gestures like a safe compliment and practicing self compassion to rewire these old protective patterns. Shout out to Tesla in the building. Gentlemen, what's your thoughts? There's something playing in the background. Somebody's background.
I don't believe it. I'm gonna say that I realize now in hindsight that a lot more people need to get therapy than actually do get it, and I think it should be a lot. I don't know if it's something you can get on your Medicaid or not. I don't know, and I'm not making a joke when I say that, but it feels like it's something you should be able to have access to at a higher level because these are to me all examples of a need for that. of some type of therapy. You know, you can't be loved, or you don't know how to be loved, or what that even means. That's just an example. You probably need therapy. You probably need to get a therapeutic, thing. I almost feel like it should be taught in school. I
Interesting.
always feel like there's a lot of different waste in class. I remember they had us walk around with an egg to pretend like we was having a baby. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Um, but they didn't teach us how to get a hug. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
I'm not, and I guess that could be weird too in school, but I'm just giving an example of what does it mean to be loved, and what does it mean to spread that, how that can be something that can be helpful in a learning environment in that safe area, because it's hard. I think when you already, it's harder to retrain somebody than it is to train somebody. That's just why I say that. You know what I mean? So I feel like if somebody's already been not trained to be loved, I think it's hard for them to learn it, and it then creates their own idea of what love is or what love ain't, and then it leaves room for the division that can come up. That's going to create an issue because they're not getting what they want to get. They're not getting that love. So now they have to do whatever. You feel me?
Yeah.
They don't know what love is, and then you're not doing that, and then all right, I'm not being loved, and it's creating this whole other issue, you know, that you might could avoid if a person had those mindsets. I think the fact that we come from a lot of broken situations is just it just we just continue it. We don't. It's rare people break generational curses, and shout out to the people who do. You
Respectfully,
know,
yeah.
because it seems like a lot of us come from broken situations, and we just perpetuate that and don't even possibly realize it. And I'll land with that.
Respectfully, smooth landing.
I think a lot of what the brother said is true, but it's for me. It's like who taught you? Like who taught you? Right? It's different from uncle to an auntie or a sister to a brother. Like who taught you, and then how they teach you. What did they teach you about it? Love is strong. You feel what I'm saying? So it depends on who taught you, and then you learn as you grow. Type shit. I land with that.
Respectfully. Um, shoot. What I get from that is somebody that is uncomfortable with affection, because affection is not only a sign of love, but it's a inter I can't say interplanetary. I could say it's a signal between an invisible world between two beings. You feel me? That when this being picks up on it, you feel me? It does something to them. So somebody that is uncomfortable with it have been not so much, not per se traumatized. I would say something was something in their, I forgot what it was. I'll get to it later. But yeah, something in their brain where the fight, flight, or stay happen is where that was triggered early. And that triggered too early or tampered with too early. Later on, it could be automatic, it could be a threat if not, properly um, skilled when first, doing it type shit. So I don't know. It goes. It's not a lot of dynamics. I ain't gonna go all over the place with it, but it's deep on levels. I'll land right there. Let's go
I
to the
would say, let
first
me
one.
add something real quick. Let me say something real quick too. Let me add
Go
to
ahead,
that.
Bill. Bill.
A lot of us have been taught love by people who had to discipline us at the same time. You know, we've been taught that people who love you have to discipline you. We've been taught that though that's who we've been taught by. So we haven't been taught what a relationship love looks like.
Fact, that's what the fuck I mean. Real
Even if
shit.
you had an adequate parent, the first person who ever loved you was your parents. If you had one, blessed be God. Let's just give that. Let's just say you had that. That person still had to possibly discipline you. So that means that they couldn't be compared to what a relationship lover would have to do or be able to do. That's a whole different type of love, a parenting love and a relationship love. So it's like, where are we? Like, again, almost what I said before, and also what Gemini has shared on, and what something you touched on too, Pauls, is what is the teaching of a relationship love? Where does that get learned at? Where do I
Supposed to
learn
get,
that?
it's supposed to get learned in a household from your mother and your father. Now,
How?
But
I'm just saying.
not.
No,
I think it would be. I
let me
think it would
build.
be like
Let me build right quick, and then I'll pass it to Jeff.
go ahead.
Your question was how your mother and father, how they interact with each other, and things that they go through when you're around your dad, and and see his mannerisms, how he talks to people, how he interacts at the barbershop, how he goes shopping, how he cooks, how he cleans, if he can sew, if he can do certain things. These things is not per se they rub off on you, but this is you watching a man.
I
Now,
get. Can I say one thing else? Can I say one thing real quick? I'd have to cut you off. I
Bill,
know you're gonna pass Gemini, but I just want to
Bill,
just add this to that. We talked about that the other day, how that can also create an archaic belief system. Because if I'm comparing my girlfriend to how my mother lived with my dad or whatever, and I'm saying, well, she never posted pictures on Instagram. She always focused on cooking. She didn't do this. She didn't do that. When I'm using those as examples of what's an example of how to be or not be, it's a different time. So those people, whether good, bad, or indifferent, comparing them to who's currently alive, it's different. I think that creates an issue too, and I'm not gonna go too. I'm just gonna say I think that creates an issue too when you're learning from those people
I think
because they're different.
go ahead, Jeff.
yeah. I think. Are you saying the parents? They not you. You're saying watching them. I think it's
No,
hard for
I'm
them to teach.
saying
No.
the question
Look, I
was
think it's hard.
how, and my reference was the parents, where you learning
Yeah,
from.
right. And I'm saying that you're watching your parents, but when you watch them, there's doors that have to be shut. You feel me? So you don't see everything, right? They'll show you the good side, not so much the ugly side. Those are the parents, right? So if you're watching parents, they can't teach you only what they show you. You feel me? So I think it's hard for the parent, and plus, as they teaching you, they leave out a lot of shit. They get to the focus because they're scared to tell you about sex and you know what I mean, shit like that. It was for me. I was able to teach a couple of them. But I also taught. And I can only show you, like you feel me. I land with that.
Respectfully. I was saying it's not so much what they do in the light or what they do in the dark. However, like you said, it's not adopting everything. That's your role model. So
Yeah, I agree to that.
every black man should have a role model, and for manhood, you feel me, and every young woman, young lady should have a, you feel me, a role model for womanhood. This is how, because we are growing into adults. Unless you're gonna have a bunch of boys who think they're men. If you haven't had it modeled for you, then how can you say that that's what you are? You feel me? And it goes with not so much like I said, adopting everything is not that the Instagram thing. You could say that, well, I seen my for their disputes and their arguments or whatever, this is what they did, and you could take that and use that. Or they used therapy, or they used a church, and they used their mother, and they used their parents for sanctuary, or what is it for conversations and talks and stuff like that, mediation. You feel me? So if y'all didn't have anything, you had that reference to use that. I can go talk to my mother and my father because of what I'm going on in my relationship, and maybe they can help. Maybe they can help me because it helped them. I'm just saying that this is, you use just like your mentor. You feel me? Your mentors, your role models, your sponsors. These are people that you admire, look up to because of something that they're doing. So this is every young man should have that, and every young woman should have that as well. Where it goes.
But the disappointment will be crushing. Say you found out one of them is cheating, and it happens. Like, our role models ain't the best role models type shit. Because you fuck around and hear some shit that he's doing, it crushes your world. You be like, damn, this nigga did that, bro. I was paying attention to the brother, man. She did that. I was listening to the sister.
You
This
can't
shit is
fault nobody
crazy.
because they're human. We're human.
Yeah, but it's hard to
Nobody's
have
perfect.
role models. I'm saying it's hard to have role models during like love. You feel me? Like, who teaches me how to? It's hard because what's done in the dark is gonna come to light and it might crush you. You feel me? Like, damn, bro, I just looked up to this nigga. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. So I'm wary about who do I look up to, type shit for love.
So let me ask you this question. This is related to what Gemini is saying too. If I'm a child with a mother and a dad in my house, and for the most part, they look at peace. Obviously, there's going to be issues and things like that come up and arise, but for the most part, they like a peaceful relationship. They like everything's good. They don't have as it seems really good. It seems like they're really growing. I feel like they're successful as far as life is concerned, as far as the things they were able to acquire, as far as housing, life insurance, all the things that people need to move on. I see them do all of that, and then I do find out years later that my dad was cheating the whole time. So in a sense, my mother accepted that, because that's not something I heard her debating or arguing about, and that didn't ruin their relationship. Would it be unexpected for me to expect my partner to now accept that? Or to have a similar energy, to my mother towards it, as far as not arguing about that?
If your mother accepted, then he didn't cheat. If she had a relationship with the other girl, talked to her, and she wasn't harmed, and like you said, she agreed with it, she was okay.
No, I'm not talking. I have to cut you off. I'm not saying that they had. I'm just saying that a lot of things, a lot of pain we feel in life is what we seek out, and I see that a lot in women. I'm not gonna say it's just women, because I'm sure there's men who do it too, but I see women seek information in those things. They don't have to get shown to them. So let's say your mother just followed the thing of, I'm not looking in his situation. I'm not looking. Obviously, it was a lot.
If she don't see it, she won't. If she don't see it, it won't hurt.
Yeah, if this person ain't knocking on my door, if they ain't knocking on my door, I'm not gonna go knock on my door.
That was along the same terms. That was along almost the same terms. Besides them meeting up and actually having an actual agreement. That's what
I was changing. That's the only thing I was trying to change. My apologies.
Now, with all that being said, that has happened in the past. This has happened where The father will pass away, and brothers and sisters will meet. Never knew that they were right across town. You feel me? We all heard that. However, today's thing in mahogany, whatever the fuck. They want, yeah, it's a man, if you can afford it and if you want to do it, you can have more than one woman. So it's like you said, it's not cheating. If your mother didn't see it, it didn't exist. However, if she was confronted with it and she wasn't okay with it, then yes, that would be something in their marriage that they got to discuss. You feel me?
But I'm saying that if I see my mother live life and not seek that information out and not focus on that,
Should you expect that from your girl?
if I'm using them as a role model of what a great relationship is, I might also think that I should be cheating possibly. Now that I found out he was cheating, maybe that's why he was so happy and so peaceful,
And
because
that's
he
what I'm
had
saying.
something else going
If you
on.
put
So
it
I'm
in that
saying,
context, if you put that in that context without changing around, then yeah, it's cheating. It's going to be adultery. It's going to seem like it's, you feel me, somebody's doing something behind each other's back. However, there is polygamous relationships. How
respectfully,
they've happened, they happen how you're explaining it. And then these girls come on the, you feel me, on the same plan or same program and agree to, have an extended family. So, like I'm saying, if in that context, yes, it will happen like that. Because if you're cheating, yes, there's adultery, there's other things, and if your woman is not built for that, and she only is a one man, you feel me? Then yeah, there's gonna be problems. But a woman that knows a man know that no man is a one woman man. A real woman knows that. Dick.
respectfully.
Um, any more? Shit, we was rolling. Any more thoughts?
I'll go. I'll let us go to the next question.
I land.
Someone hates public displays of affection. First question is refusing PDA disrespectful?
Is refusing PDA disrespectful? I
Yes, sir.
think, to me, my thing about PDA is, what's the purpose behind it? Thank you. What is it? Is it about a ownership thing, or is it about just being actually in love and thinking I'm cute or whatever? Are you purposely doing this to try to create a thing that people can see and know, oh, we together, or are you doing this because you're actually attracted to me? So I think that, again, is a thought of what's the process behind that actual PDA. I think that a rejection of PDA is a person living in their truth. So I don't think it's completely disrespectful, but I think you should already know the person who would reject it. You should already know they're against it. You should know. You shouldn't find out. By the time you get into that point where you would possibly be displaying PDA, you should know they're not a PDA person, or they are, because
Yeah.
everybody isn't. So you should
So,
already know who you're trying to give a kiss to. You should know that they're not in the kissing outside for whatever reason.
yeah.
Look, I remember back in the day that shit used to be the shit. It used to stand for something you know what I mean? Like you got a status, so the girl wants you to hold her hand walking down the street, sunny day. You feel me? Like it was the shit back in the day, right? So I played it as I didn't know what it meant, like truly know what it meant. I was just, you know what I mean? It's my girl, nigga. Walk down the street. We don't hold hands like we do the finger shit. I mean, hold the finger real quick type shit. I mean, we do it smooth. So I've done it. Nothing wrong with it. But nowadays it's stoned upon. Niggas don't do that shit no more, nigga. Everybody's hard. And there's nowhere to go. Ain't no sunny streets no more. So, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
um, it's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. I did it in the mall, walking with my girl in the mall. You know what I mean? Like, they want it. You don't really, it's cool. It's cool. Right? It's cool. They want it more. for the women is yeah, he's mine. You feel me? They showboating. You see what I'm saying? So it's more for the females, if that makes sense. If that doesn't make right.
I mean,
I think it could be for either whoever the person is who feels that if
yeah,
it's based on the insecurity, I think it could be for either sex. If it's based on insecurity, like
there's
you're
things to be
identifying
saying.
that
There's things to be saying.
whoever has the insecurity of needing to let the world know we're together.
So that would basically be the woman because the men don't really motherfucker give a fuck about that the holding hands shit. You feel me? We do it for that.
No, some
Like I
niggas
said,
be doing.
I did it back in the day. Back in the day, man, you know what I mean? Like she happy to walk down the street with me. Nigga. It may be for a week. Because after that, nigga, I'm getting clowned on. You feel me? Like that boy, it started getting to the point where like, yo, boy, man, you holding hands, cuz with her. And I've said the shit too. So it had its place. It was nice for that moment, but nah.
Is refusing it. Is refusing PDA disrespectful? Um, no, you have to know. I agree with Dirt said. You have to know your partner. Know where they're willing to take it and what they're you feel me, what they're willing to do and what they're willing to not. And that's how you could know what's respectful and what's disrespectful. Because if like you said it, if it's not for attention, then that means when I go to hold your hand and you get uncomfortable because we're around people or you don't want certain people seeing us, that you feel me? It might not. It's not you. It was send mixed messages through somebody's head. Like, hold on, you're not holding my like. What you feel me? Are you not my girl or you feel me? We're not automatically gonna go that they got anxiety and they uncomfortable and just PDA just makes them uncomfortable. We're not automatically gonna go to that. You feel me? So as far as it being disrespectful, no, because you have to know your partner. If you know your partner, you know where you can take and where you can't. Second question
So
is
hold on. So hold
the
on. So
the
holding hands and putting your arm around shoulders, is that the same thing?
yeah, that's all public. It's on public
Walking
display.
walking that. So that's basically what the holding hands is now. Putting the arm around the shorty and walking down the street with her.
No, public display now is
But they
your ass
still
on
do
Instagram and me double tapping the screen to heart. That's public display now.
all right.
I would
Double
say
tapping.
there's levels of public displaying. I would say, like he said, if I double tap it, am I commenting? What am I commenting? Um, just holding hands is different from putting somebody arm around their neck. I would say whatever thing you're referencing as an example of public displays of affection
It's
is
on the
going to be
cheek. It's on the
it's going to
neck.
it's
Slap
going to
on the
be
butt.
it's
You
going to
feel
be
me?
levels, and a person may be cool with one level because you can have a person who can say, we can walk and hold hands, but I don't want to kiss. But again,
Yeah.
that's why I said it's just kind of knowing your partner, what they
Facts.
feel comfortable with, and why they don't feel comfortable with too. So I feel like it might be a person who say, you know what, I could kiss in public, but I don't want to kiss in the picture online. So it changes.
It's giving people hearts now, huh? Double tapping the screen, sharing their live. That's what it is.
Leaving a
Cash App.
comment.
Leaving a
Cash,
comment.
Cash App is a
Cash
definite,
App it. They love
definite,
that shit. They
definite
love
public.
that shit.
No, I'm
So
saying it's different.
it's different levels. You're right, Mo. It's different levels. That's
You leave a
crazy.
comment,
That shit took off to whole new heights.
depending on what level. Hold on. Depending on what comment you leave, that could be a different level. You can leave a comment looking good. Oh, there go my beautiful girl. Oh, there go my yeah. Thank you. There go my, you know what I mean? Like how deep you willing, what you willing to put up there, and a person might feel like they just don't want people in their business. It didn't have to be about them thinking about other people trying to cheat enough, and they just might feel like I don't want people in my business like that. You know, it could be disliking people who like the picture or who do leave comments, you know.
Second question is, what makes affection uncomfortable?
If the only other person looked at you stupid, what's up with you? Affection.
I would say how you raised. That's very important. If you was raised in a situation where you seen that the whole time possibly, and that's what's been going on, and whatever, it might not even feel uncomfortable. But if you ain't been in a situation where you've been like that or things have been going on like that, yeah, it can feel uncomfortable. It's something based on how you were raised in your life and your upbringing. It's something that's connected to that that's going to make things feel a certain way to you. It doesn't mean it's truly like that. It just means that's what it feels like to you.
No, yeah, I agree. It's definitely a learned behavior of why it would make you uncomfortable, because you don't learn affection first and be uncomfortable about it. You you get traumatized from it. You feel me? And then you experience it, and then mixed messages, or the uncomfortability becomes comes from the of not knowing how to interpret what's going on, because you was the first time you was exposed to it, it wasn't in a correct, or you feel me, a healthy way, I guess. Versus a parent, say a parent who is a germaphobe, cleaning all the damn time, don't want no dust nowhere, got you cleaning all the damn time. They're scared of, ants, bugs, and all of this shit. And then you grow up with this phobia. Something that you know as a younger you didn't know, and you looking at your mom go crazy, but now as you are an adult have this phobia because your parent, you feel me, taught you this shit. So that's where a lot, like you said, the learned behavior comes from your parents.
How you raised and what environment, what's cool, what's not cool, what cool people do, the people you, like you said, you admire, whether your parents or anybody older than you. Are they tonguing their girlfriend down the middle of the street? Or, is that what's going on? And then, now you grown, you saying this person's your partner, and do you feel comfortable doing that? I think like a similar thing is being a parent. I remember when I first became a parent, I just felt like my kids should just be happy that I was in the house in general. I didn't think about things I could do with them, like watch a movie or play a video game with them. I just felt like you should be happy I'm at the house. And I feel like it could be the same thing in a relationship where you could just be happy I'm in a relationship. You don't need all this extra stuff that a person probably actually does need. But again, I think that comes from learning your partner.
I read something about Nikola Tesla. He lived celibate and avoided physical affection because he believed that it would drain his mental energy for his inventions and
Yeah.
shit like that. Him and this other dude was the main dudes that came up with like germaphobe. You feel me?
That's where it can't resign from. Started from.
They basically like coined it, because they around that time it nobody knew what the hell you feel me, didn't have no word for it, and they, you feel me, it's called misophobia. That's what it's
So
called, but Nikola Tesla and some other dude. But yeah, he, like I said, that nigga for eons No affection, no pussy, no nothing, no nothing. And you see on type of energy that nigga was putting out.
I think that everybody's different. So where I was saying sexuality could take away from one person, I feel like it could add to another person. I just think people are different. I think that you need to learn
Mhm.
what's best. I think you need to learn what's best for you. And that would be what makes you the most adequate person you are. I'm not gonna assume because another person got better from not fucking that's gonna make me better. You know, and I'm not
Yeah,
gonna say that.
exactly.
I'm I'm not gonna say fucking is gonna make me better, but I just think that you need to find out what is best for you and
Hmm.
what makes your brain work at a higher pace. To me, um, feeling love does make me feel more productive. It does clear my brain. It creates an environment that I feel like I can be productive in because I have that support from the people that are around me. So if I was trying to date somebody and they weren't being loving to me because I wasn't being able to be connected to them in a physical way, then I probably wouldn't feel like I was being loved. And that would block my brain and my thinking on my joke writing because I would be not in that space.
Hold up, you get into the second question. Second question. Partner rarely says I love you. Question is, does saying it matter?
Sometimes, like you never
Sometimes.
know what's going on. You
I
never
mean,
know what's going on. What?
I said sometimes is all the times. What you mean?
Not too much, right? And once again, I'm not even going to split them up. But once again, too much. Like, you know, moments, right? Moment. I know you love me, but if you see me down or you see me, you know what I mean, not feeling so good, you know what I mean? I just got, you know what I mean, got fired, but type shit. It's moments. You feel me? And that's where people really need it.
Pick you up type shit.
Yeah, you feel me? Pick me up. But saying it every day, bro, like it's cool to hear it. But once again, we're cool with it. We're cool with it. But we definitely gotta let the other side know. I love you. I mean, how you feeling? What's going on? You know, I love you, right? You know, you can joke like that if you have that type of conversation, a relationship.
Hmm.
But for me, I think moment, like you got it, pick me up type shit. I land
Respectfully.
my plane. I land.
I'm gonna say I'm big on action. So if you never said it and your actions were demonstrating love, that would be better than me. I would rather you be action than saying it. I would rather the actions that betray love, as far as I'm concerned, than you actually saying it. Because I think I said this before. I've had people who told me they love me who will block you on Facebook the next day. You know what I mean? So for me personally, I want to. Action speaks louder than words. So are you really exhibiting what I consider love and what you know I consider to be love? Are you speaking in my love language, which isn't always just saying it? To me, people can say anything. They usually do say stuff because they want to. They hoping that it invokes a response. I don't think it's an actuality of how a person feels. It doesn't feel bad to hear it, but if I didn't hear it every day, but you was actually doing what I needed you to do every day, or what was needed for us to grow every day, that would be a blessing. I wouldn't be mad. I'm gonna land with that.
Respectfully. Shoot, we gotta
Respect.
go to the first commercial. Oh no, did I have a second question on that? Yeah, I did. Hold up. Um, what emotions make those words difficult?
What emotions make the words "I love you" difficult?
Yeah.
I think just nostalgia, past feelings of being told that, and like I said, it not really meaning what it means, and people's every since a lot of people's idea of love is very different. You know, it has differences.
Hmm.
So when you have all of those differences put up of what love means and what love means to that person or what it means to you, it can create some level of difficulty because to one person, your love would mean you got to give them the door like Jack and Titanic did for the girl. You can't even share the door with them. You know what I mean? They feel like you got to give them the door and let them, you got to die to prove your love to me. And that can be scary. That can create some level of fear. So I think that is just the idea of what would make it scary or make it fearful would be people's idea of what love means and what you have to go through to prove your love to an individual. And maybe a willingness not to do that. And I'll land with that.
Respectfully. What
That's
emotions make those words difficult?
no, I don't got what emotion.
Yeah, I keep reading it back to myself, trying
What's difficult? I concur with the brother. I think I concur with Ron. Ain't too much I can
I,
say.
I'll also say fear. If you're looking
I
for
was
exact
gonna
word,
say that. I swear to goodness I was gonna say that. I
if I
swear to
said
goodness I was gonna say
an
that.
exact word, fear,
Damn man. I was
that
gonna
would be,
say fair.
you know,
Damn.
being being hurt before create a fear of vulnerability because I've been hurt. So now I have to put up my protective and I have to put up my protection. And me letting that guard down would be just saying I love you.
yeah, that's the
False
one.
Fear.
expectations appearing real.
Yeah. If I say I love you and you say it back, do you mean it or are you just saying it back just because I said it?
Just
You know,
because I said
that's a fear, you know. If I say it and you don't say it back for whatever reason,
it.
you don't,
That's
you
my
know,
word. I the brother saying everything I wanted to say.
Yeah, I
you
was
know.
trying to
False
find the words
expectations
and
appearing
there they
real.
are, right there, right off of his tongue. Pause.
Yeah, so just I would say that's a big one, a fear of what that means because I think living life is a very fearful experience that we gain based on living it through failure, through success, through people's judgments that surround us. You know, do I want to love this girl who maybe has a promiscuous past? Do I want to, do I want to risk that for fear of being hurt, for fear of being judged by my friends, from fear of being not loved as much back? Am I gonna love more? Even if she says she loved me, is her love the example of what my example of love is? Is it
Yeah, I'm gonna
gonna
say
is
that.
it is it gonna
Yeah.
be am I gonna be the one who's loving more? Am I gonna be able to love enough? Is all just these perceptions and thought processes I would say that are really just to me and drenched in a level of fear. And I'll land with that.
Respectfully, yeah, I like the two that I was
I land with the brother,
thinking
yo. I
of.
land with the brother.
Two I was thinking of was she's been hurt. She's been hurt and doesn't know how to love again because she's been hurt, and fear of not being loved back. Those are the two that I was gonna. You feel me? But definitely, it would be fear that would make it difficult for a person. I don't know anything else besides another scenario. Like, I would love to hear a woman's perspective, but fear, I would think, is the thing that wouldn't let them move forward. Respectfully, that's the last thoughts. We landed.
Yes, sir.
This book is dangerous, not because it tells you what to think, but because it shows you who's been thinking for you. It exposes the illusion, the script, the invisible leash. After Cosmiscuous, you won't hear music the same. You won't see mirrors the same. You won't even see yourself the same. Warning. Side effects include awareness, freedom, and irreversible growth. Cosmiscuous. Read at your own awakening.
From the mind of Robert Trouble Johnson, a storyteller from Poughkeepsie, New York, with over 10 novels. But in Poughkeepsie, peace is just a pause before the storm. Raven was an invisible housewife, living a quiet life. Until one night, the truth kicked her door in. Because when survival calls, you don't stay soft, you evolve. The God Lady, where innocent dies and power is born. She was a housewife until the streets gave her a crown.
Welcome back. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hype us up, and check again and make sure you sub. YouTube be on some ish, kicking you off and all that. And comment in the comment section if you hear the questions. Do you? Let me know what your thoughts. Someone jokes when it's a good one. Someone jokes when affection gets serious. Is humor deflecting intimacy? Oh shit! Here we go.
What's that?
Someone jokes when affection gets serious. Is humor deflecting intimacy?
And they go back to who taught them, right?
Sort of. But if you're using humor, not really.
But the other person ain't been taught humor is get out of jail free card. Like that's your choice is to be funny all the time. And you're like, what's up, man? What's up with you?
Yeah, you getting close and you trying to, feel on her
Yeah, you
and
feel me?
pick on
Like
her, and they say
it's
a
a turn
joke.
on. It's a turn on. Then you be like, you don't get out of character. You just like, yo, like, let's get serious for a minute. You feel me? Like, you gotta say it like that. You feel me? Like, let's get serious for a minute. I want to date you, and you're looking bad right now. You know what I
I
mean?
want
Like,
to date you.
I want to date you. Like, and you got good energy, but it's at the wrong fucking time, man. Like, time to go in the room episode. Nah, I'm just playing. Like, what are you talking about? You just playing? I'm not playing, man. I'm gonna rip your motherfucking ass. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. You gonna give me that pussy? I don't condone that shit, man. I don't condone that shit. I was just joking. But
Hit him in the eye with the face.
No, seriously, it's just what I mean. Sometimes maybe that's who you are, right? That's who you are. Cool. That's why we're dating, right? But you got to know to tone it down a little bit. Let's get serious.
Trying to date you.
Cool. I'll end with that.
I would say good energy is good energy. So if we're laughing, that means we're in a good space. Obviously, there could be some level of maybe too much laughing or too much joking at the wrong time. I don't want you farting and stuff. You know, I guess it'd be
And
wrong for
make a
me to
joke
fart.
about that.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. So it's like I feel like long as when you're being joking and I'm trying to be loving, there's still some level of love mixed in there. I can respect it and I can accept it and go with it because again, like I said, good energy is good energy. I'm not gonna be. I don't think that. I don't want you to be dead serious either. This is,
Where's the joking at? Sounds wrong. I did something.
I wouldn't want you to be, too fucking like not trying to get a kiss. Yeah, we kissing now. Yes, this is too serious. I don't want to. I want there to be some level of, amusement and comedy there, or some happiness there, and I think that that would lead to maybe biting me on my ear or tickling me a little bit, and I'm not against that. I think it's all about who the person know again knowing your partner and what ticks their buttons and what ticks you and how did you make that connection and what is too much joking and what is not enough joking, what's too serious and where's it at and who is that about. I remember I got with this girl. I had met her online. She had told me she was in some submissive and dom stuff, and she was saying she's a brat. And I had thought I knew what it was. I didn't really know what it was like that. And you have to be. She's like, "Are you a dom?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty dominant. I had smacked the girl in the butt before, so I'm like, yeah, I'm dominant, and I know what that means." But I'm always telling the girl what to do. So yeah, I'm dominant. But the level that she had needed as far as domination, I wasn't ready for that. I signed up for something I wasn't ready for. So I feel like and I didn't learn that until we learned each other. And I think that is like because sometimes I don't mind being dominant during sex, but sometimes I just want to chill. I might want to play the game. I might want to write a joke. I got other things I'm trying to do. I ain't got time to dominate you and control your whole life every second. You know what I mean? To make you feel comfortable. So I feel like those are the things that you have to be willing to communicate about and talk about of as far as like, hey, I like a little joking or I don't like a little joking or this is the amount of joking I like or this is what I could think is joking. You know what I mean? Because if it's love is love and love is beautiful. So if we had for me, love is being happy. You know, I, I have a childish love. So I don't I understand that there's gonna be moments of sadness and all of that in life in general. But to me, love is a happiness. So if it is joking, I connect joking with happiness. So if
Watch
you
this.
make
Watch this. Watch this. What about play fighting?
I don't
She
mind a
comes
little
in.
bit.
She comes in the form of play fighting. That's her. That's her affection. Just a little bit of love. I mean, she got a lot of brothers, so you know what I mean. Her affection is, you know, shake it up a little bit.
I don't think that's bad. I don't mind. I think it all long as it's like long as we know how to do it without hurting each other to where she's not getting hurt and I'm not getting hurt. If there's some little bit of slamming around, a little bit of playing, yeah, it could be fun. That could be a cool thing. It's like the problem is when people want to play fight that don't know how to play fight.
Yeah, I get.
So you know what I mean? It's like it's different between play fighting and everybody know what they're doing kind of fake and not to do enough to where I can't hurt you. You know what I mean? Or we play fighting so much and next thing you know I'm breaking your fucking arm or some shit by accident. Cause you're get
That ain't
cause
by accident.
Always in the emergency room.
I meant that shit. Stop playing with me, man.
no, because part of play fighting when you're a grown up or anytime, part of play fighting is almost like what wrestling is, where it's kind of like you don't really give your full strength. You're not punching your hardest. That's not play fighting. You know what I mean? Play fighting would be you throwing a punch, but holding some of that punch back. You're not trying to hit to bust a nose, you know? And I feel like if we're grabbing each other and I'm grabbing your arm and you're making me show how strong I am to grab your arm, and I'm trying to now do that because we're playing and I end up pulling your arm out the socket, you know what I mean? It's like, damn. You ain't even know how to do it. So I feel like it's about education. Do you know how to even play fight and how to move this along to where we can have fun but not hurt each other?
That'd be fire. We had play fight class because they got like karate classes, dojo classes, self defense. We could have play fight classes.
Yeah.
To that.
Hey,
Is humor deflecting intimacy? If
what,
she's using humor to deflect every time you want to get intimate, there's two things could be going on. She don't like you, or that's not her thing. That's not her turn on. You feel me? There's things that she may be a mental one. You could turn on through her mind type shit. She gets stimulated through her mind because obviously doing certain like thing, and if she's using that every time, it's not deflecting, it's her. She's uncomfortable either with you or just, you feel me? Uncomfortable, period, is what I would say.
I would just
However,
say, my
Bill,
bad, go.
go.
I was going, maybe as you said it again, I just realized it. I had a girl who loved to argue for intimacy. She loved makeup sex.
I don't
That
never
was her.
get that shit. Yeah, I had one too.
That was her favorite thing, makeup sex. And
It was confusing.
at an age and a time, I was kind of with it too. As
Nah.
I get older, I'm
Shit.
not with it. I'm not with it. So I guess you got. They say you got to pick your struggles and pick your battles. I would rather be fighting through a person who I already know is attracted to me, who's just deciding to be a little bit of comical, than a person who's going to be negative for that makeup sex. I would rather that.
I never got that. I never got it. It's a turn off to me. Like I don't want to. Like what are you doing? Like the whole purpose of you getting aroused is to make me mad. That's not a good look. It's just not a good look. I never got it. I never got that. And I stayed away from them type of women, bro. Like I had a couple of them. It wasn't my cup of tea. I didn't like it.
Siggy, yo, respectfully, was cracking God.
What up, bro,
Peace to
bro?
the God.
Peace to the
Question
gods, man.
came
Peace,
in
brother. Peace,
on
brother.
the question. Someone jokes when affection gets serious. Question is, what vulnerability feels risky?
Well, when you comfortable in your own skin, I don't think it never could be risky to be vulnerable. Vulnerable is just sharing your truth with somebody else who you think has your best interests at heart. But as long as you are comfortable with it and come to terms with it, I don't think it's a risky situation at all. I think you really just trying to play it out and see how they hold that information. I don't think it's no type of risk at all. For real, for real. Only time it's a risk is if you're a coward and you're not fully comfortable with who you are. For real, for real. Like if somebody came up to me and was like, "Oh, you used to get bullied when you was younger," I'd be like, "Okay, and nigga, I don't give a fuck." Oh yeah, nigga, you got chased by a bunch of bloods when you were younger. Nigga, I don't care. Nigga, I done came to terms with all of that shit. It's only a vulnerability when you're telling somebody something you have not shared with nobody else because you're afraid to be ridiculed.
Respectfully.
But if you comfortable in your own skin, nobody could do anything to hurt you. That's the bottom line. Now, if you Sam Rothstein with it and you giving Shorty the keys to all the safe and security codes, that's a different type of vulnerability. But
Respectfully.
yeah, I land.
Someone jokes when affection gets serious and what vulnerability feels risky. I would say it's not manhood, but the attempts that you keep trying. And if she's because well, the first question was, is humor deflecting intimacy? If someone's using humor, every time you're trying to get intimate and they do something comical to disrupt it or whatever. So that first question is why I'm answering the second question this way. Based on the attempts that you keep trying, and I don't know if it's the word I'm looking for is manhood. I would say your manhood is at risk.
When you talk about intimacy, are you talking in regards to sex, or are you talking about in regards just
PDA,
relations,
PDA type shit.
public public displays of affection? See, now that I really don't give a fuck about because I don't like PDA anyway. So
Respect.
I don't have any input on that whatsoever. The more I'm comfortable with holding hands, but even then, I'm not making the first move on that. I'm not dying to hold nobody hand or hug and kiss with nobody. You feel me?
Respectful.
And I know the levels that I'm trying to take it to when we talk about PDA. I know my peoples ain't going for that type of situation. Real rap. So, but I don't think any woman would go for what I'm trying to do. Yeah, let's get on this merry-go-round and get it popping real quick. I wouldn't even put myself in a position to even ask for that. But yeah, I don't really give a fuck about PDA.
Dirt, Jim, what vulnerability feels risky?
What vulnerability feels risky? Which one?
Someone jokes when affection gets serious.
I answered that already.
No, the question was what vulnerability feels risky. Or did yeah, I think you did answer.
But I don't know if I answered the vulnerability one. I would
I
say
don't think I did either, but
you want to go answer it because it was on you anyway. So just go.
I
feels
said I'm
risky.
not I said I'm not sure if that's the word that I'm if I got the correct word, but I think the attempts that you keep trying, I think it's your manhood is the is that risk or what you feel risky. Like what is it that I'm not doing? Why am I getting these mixed messages? What is you feel me? This deflecting about? Or why is she not? You feel me? And like you said, it would go with just knowing your partner. However, if sum it up in one word, I think the word I'm looking for is manhood. That's what I say. I land.
Go ahead,
Thank you.
mom. Go
I'm
ahead,
gonna say
mom.
All right, my apologies. I'm gonna say the vulnerability that risky for me would be
Uh-huh.
anyone where I've been hurt before. You
You
know,
said
if there
anywhere you've
and
been hurt before.
yeah, that could lead to some level of vulnerability risk for me.
Okay.
If I if I was in a relationship with another person and giving them my location created an issue and it was a thing where I was hurt from before, that could lead to that's a level of vulnerability giving somebody your location. And if that led to me being hurt because I gave them my location, that can lead to some level of fear, vulnerability in that area for me. If I've been hurt like that before and something I said or I done, or I feel like I overgave or I've overshared and it end up biting me in the ass in an argument because she brought it up, almost kind of like what the hood was saying. If I told her how I got chased home by some bloods or whatever, and now we having an argument, and that comes up in an argument, and now we break up, or even if I stay with that girl, or whatever, me revealing things to that person now will have some level of fear because I've already felt pain in that area, and I don't want to repeat. I don't want to repeat the cycle of pain. Pain is a cycle I don't want to repeat. So I would be less open to that person, or even maybe another person, based on the pain I felt from that initial example of me being vulnerable.
Respectfully.
But I'll land with that. Yes.
Yeah, I land. I land. I will.
A partner prefers affection in private only. Question is, should love be visible publicly?
I just got finished saying that back in the day, it was like what it was, walk through the mall, or you know what I mean, is it in the movies type shit. It's just different. I don't know. Like I pass. I land.
I'm gonna say whatever keeps the energy good between us. I don't think it needs to be in private. I don't think it needs to be outside. Whatever keeps our energy good in our relationship, that's what is needed. If that means us hugging each other only at night, that's good. Whatever keeps us both smiling and keeps us both happy, that's what I'm cool with. I'm cool with being happy. So I want my partner to be happy too. So if she only wants me to hug her when we at the house, then I'm only gonna hug her when we at the house. That's it. I'm not gonna feel no way about it because I'm not hugging her besides the fact that she wants to be hugged. That's the reason for me hugging her. I'm not just hugging her for myself. I'm hugging her, some of it's some of me, but also at the same time, I don't need to hug her in the middle of the mall to solidify anything. So it's like if she doesn't want to be hugged there, then that's cool. When she wants my hug is when I'm going to give it to her. When she wants my love, my kisses, those things like that, I'm going to give it to her then. And if it means at night in private, is that's when it means the most, then that's when I'm gonna do it. I think that it would be almost a joke to be exhibiting things like that are not going to be done when it means the most.
Respectfully.
I want whatever
Definitely.
I'm doing, whatever I'm doing, I want it to mean the most when I'm doing it. So if she don't want me to give her flowers at her job, because it doesn't mean nothing for her to receive flowers at her job, and she's too embarrassed by it for whatever reason, and she would like me to just bring the flowers to the house, then I'll do that. And vice versa. If she does like getting flowers at job because that makes her happy, then I'm gonna do that. I think it's about learning your partner and being. I think the problem that I realize in modern relationships is a want to change a person's partner, opposed to accepting and learn. And you like we always say, people say they love you or they want love from you, but it seems like it only is based on the ability to change you. Yeah, I love you, but I don't like the way you wear your sneakers. You should tie your sneakers because you're gonna fall. And they're gonna argue with you about tying your sneakers until you either tie your sneakers or y'all break up. Or y'all just gonna have that continued argument. Opposed to saying, I love you and I can accept the fact you don't tie your sneakers. And because I love you. And tying sneakers is less important than whether or not the person I love, you know what I mean? And respecting it. And you even learn the way you're gonna learn. I never wore a seatbelt in my life. I don't wear seatbelts. I was in a car accident and I didn't have a seatbelt on. And my significant other, my girl could have been saying, well, I've been told you to put a seatbelt on, dumbass. Or we could have been arguing about that forever, or I could still be arguing about that, but it doesn't is like what is the point? So to me, anything that creates arguments is already going to be a joke in general. And it's like, no, if they want private love, that's what you got to exhibit and give. And if you can't live through that and you can't be happy with doing that, then maybe that's not the person that could be your partner in that situation. And I'll land with that.
Should love be visible?
Yo,
Publicly?
I got it. I got it right here. I got it. If you want motherfucking PDA, right? Then stop fucking playing with it and let's get this motherfucking porno popping. You want public displays of affection? Then let's get the goddamn porno popping. If you ain't trying to get it, go there with it. Don't talk to me about no hugging and kissing in fucking public. I don't want to. No, I don't want to hug and kiss in public because after I hug and kiss, I be wanting to fuck. So if we gonna do it, let's do it all the way. If not, don't come. I don't. Yo, son, I swear to God, this is not for me. This topic is not for me. My answer is always gonna be the same with this shit. You feel me? Because this is how the fuck I feel. All right. I'm not a private type of nigga. I love openly. You feel me? But when it comes to stuff like that, I feel like that shit be in the motherfucking way. I feel like if you are enjoying yourself and you're having a good time, right? Then and we're out in public, that is me showing you that I love you in public. Why we gotta hug and do the I be seeing niggas, I be like, look at this goofy ass nigga. You want everybody to know that's your girl. You know what I mean? That shit just it rubbed me the wrong way. Like real rap. Not in a good way neither. That shit pisses me the fuck off, man. It really pisses me off. I don't know. Like, I guess that's a level of vulnerability that I'm not taking it to that.
Respectfully.
I'm not gonna be all come on, man. Grow up. That's high school shit. I'm 40. You call me, I show up. That is my public display of affection. When you call me and you need something and I show up and you see me in the physical, that's PDA. When you call me, you need me to do something for you and I show up, that's PDA. You don't need to be hugged on and kissed on in public for it to be PDA.
You want another phone?
Shit is weird. Whole shit is weird.
Is he solo on that, fellas? We riding with him?
I'm always solo. Niggas is bitches. That's why these females is the way they is now. These niggas want to confide to whoever they with and all of that. Loving some person means you could change for them little by. No. Love me for who I am. When I met you, I was on bullshit. Nigga, I didn't go through no goddamn, what do they call that shit? What do they call it? When you do a bunch of extra. I don't love bomb niggas. I don't do that. I'm the same as when you met me. That's exactly why I am the way I am when you meet me. So you can't say, oh, you used to not. I never did that. That never was me. These niggas, she like to be hugged in public. I'm a hug on. Nigga, fuck all of that. She want to be hugged in public? Go buy a fucking teddy bear to walk around with. You want to be kissed in public? Go get your fucking Elmo doll and kiss back. Carry him the fuck with you. That way we both happy. Because all I want to do is be out and enjoy my motherfucking self. That's it. I even think holding hands is a little bit too far. You need a leash on you? You don't know what, like, you don't know how to follow? What I'm holding your hand for? Huh? I land with that, nigga. Niggas is bitches in 2026. That's it.
Should love be visible publicly? No. Love is what we're gonna make it. So we don't. If it's got to be private or public, however, love is gonna be what we make it. You dig? However, I'm on your body. Me, the type of guy I am, I'm on your body. In the public and private, it don't matter. And
Leash.
if you dragging a wagon, I'm standing on it like Ron Suno. You feel me? So it don't even matter. Like private, public, I'm on you. You dig? So I'm okay with loving you the way you need to be loved because as long as reciprocal, we valid. You feel me? I'm okay with the, you feel me? Public, private. You feel me? I'm cool with that. Second question is what fear exists around public affection?
Say that one more time.
What fear exists around public affection?
Looking like a goofy ass nigga all hugged up on his girl's wagon. That's what I fear. You look goofy. You acted goofy. Go get you a fucking rainbow fucking wig and a fucking red nose, nigga. Clown.
I'll be looking goofy then, because I'll be
I'm not
hugged
even
up.
talking. I'm not talking about you. I'm just
saying.
You
I'll be
asked
the
me.
goofy. You'll be looking
I'm
at me.
talking about me. Everybody
never
talking
see-
about them. That's my fear. Y'all all trick yo son. Y'all all tripping all each other feet because you trying to be cute. Walk. Motherfucker, they the niggas in the movie line. Or man, hurry up and buy the fucking tickets. Stupid. We here to see the movie.
Stupid.
I love you too. Man, take that goofy shit to the car or something. I'm trying to get inside. The hell going on?
You know,
You want butter on your popcorn, baby? Extra butter, right, baby?
Pop out of the garbage can and just yell all that shit.
Yo, son, word up. Thanks to this little session. Thanks to this little session right now, I'm calling all goofy shit out in public, nigga. Real rap.
I hope nobody's holding hands while you driving down the street right now.
Yo, son, the shit aggravates me. The shit aggravates me. What more pisses me, nigga. And I love my shorty to the moon and back. I just feel like that shit is whack. I don't know. And I would consider myself like a man, like a real masculine man. And I be seeing niggas, I be like, I get it. Y'all in love and shit like that. I'm like, but if I wanted to snuff you right now, I could knock you the fuck out. Cause you all hugged up. You're not even paying attention to your surroundings. Like if I really had smoke with you, I could stomp your fucking face in. Y'all laughing, but I'm serious as a motherfucker. That's the shit I be thinking about. Like, yo, and you're not watching your pocket, you're not watching your wallet. Nigga, come on, son. Mad niggas done got caught like that because it's goofy. You're not doing what a man's supposed to do. Like, you feel me? You're not watching your surroundings. You all hugged up, kissing on her neck and shit like that. Yeah, nigga, give me that fucking chain, pussy. Wow.
How Abraham Lincoln got popped.
Then what? Man. That's why I love the subway, nigga. Ain't too many niggas hugged up and kissing on the subway, nigga. One of my favorite spots to be.
What was the question again, man?
What
is you a bitch or is you not? That's the question.
That question for the panel. We can answer that first. We can answer that question first. Is y'all a bitch or not? I'm not a bitch. But I'm the goofy in the public, hugged up with my girl, holding hands, kissing on the cheek, doing all that. Picking flowers. If I see roses somewhere, I'm picking flowers for her.
Oh, I do. Listen, I do all of that. The roses, the flowers.
I'm like that.
I do all of that. All of that I do. I'm not doing all the hugging and stuff in public. The flowers, the chocolate, birthday surprises, Valentine's Day surprises. I do all of that. Like I am a diehard romantic to the core when it comes to shit like that.
Respectful.
My shorty is still finding shit that I got her from years ago, like gifts that I just hide in there for her. So I'm with all of that. I'm just not with the constant hugging, kissing, and all of that weird shit in public, like holding up lines and that shit goofy. It's goofy.
Nah, yeah, there's a limit to like overboard and then little you know quick shit and then move it along type shit. Like hurry up, come on, type shit. But yeah. What fear exists around public affection? Dirt, Jim.
Fears exist around like it's like say you're a status person, like you know what I mean, you're and there's certain people you don't want to see you with, or you know what I mean, like bump into
Mm-hmm.
while loving on your girl type shit. You feel me? Like that's just for her. But if you know what I mean, like you're not faking this shit, but you still gotta hold yourself to what you portray to these niggas. So once you see one of them, they're gonna clown you. So you try not to be clown. Cause you one of them ones like, nigga, I wish I would see a nigga doing that shit to his girl. Da, 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 da. Then you know what I mean, you bump into one of your niggas and you doing the same shit. That's fair. Like, nigga, you was just talking that shit, nigga. Now you're weird, nigga. Now you gotta get clowned. So I think it's just who you are type shit. Like I said, I did that shit back in the day, and there's certain things that I do, but I am an affectionate person. Like I really am. I love hard. And once again, Mo, I show it. You feel me? Even though men are supposed to show it, I show it more than I say it. You feel me? I land with that though.
Respectable.
I would say, like we already talked about, public display can be something as far as on the internet too. My
Mm-hmm.
biggest fear is the permanency of the situation of my public affection. That's my biggest fear. Like showing so much love for somebody and then that being over. And now that person that I was showing love with is no longer with me or they with somebody else. I just feel like there's a lot of embarrassment in that. And that to me would be my biggest fear. Just the person that I'm hugging today in public will be not I'll be not be hugging tomorrow because they hugging somebody else or whatever else they got going on. It's less about what happened before we met each other, but and more about what happened after we broke up or something like that. That would just like their response of you put a post on Facebook, we're in a relationship, next thing you know, you get out the relationship and face, it's like or whatever. Or if I'm seeing in the mall hugging this girl and then next week she's hugging somebody else in the same mall. That would be my biggest fear as far as public displays of affection. The idea of I'm not displaying emotion towards somebody that I'll be doing forever. It comes and goes. You can't go outside. Nobody's going out with you. No, don't jump up on me. Get out. No, don't
Yeah.
do it.
Fuck all of
Go.
that shit.
Do it.
Yeah, fuck all of that shit. Everything he just said. Fuck all of that shit, nigga. All three of y'all niggas. Word up. That's how I feel, nigga.
I was gonna read this one. It
Nah, don't
says,
read. Nah. Let me speak. I'm taking back off, nigga. Cause I got some shit to say.
jump
See, I
out the
don't give
window.
a fuck. Look, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, nigga. Cause I'm Leon from the.
That's your
Yo,
emotions.
son, can I talk? You landed, right? Can I take off?
I ain't laying yet.
Listen, when it come to all of that shit, yeah, I'm with all of that shit. I do all of that shit too, like Dirk just said. But I don't care. You know why I don't care? About none of that, like trying to bring it back up, any of that, nigga. I'm Leon from the Five Heartbeats, nigga. You heard what the fuck he said,
What do you say?
nigga. He, he said, I'll cry in front of them. All of that. Show her how vulnerable I could be. And if she bring it back up, I call her a liar to her face.
Nigga, that's what type of time you gotta be on sometime, nigga. Bird up. None of that shit hurt me. Only thing that hurt me, the worst part to me, is being out doing all of that goofy shit and then somebody knock you the fuck out. That's it. I don't give a fuck about none of how it make me look. I don't care, nigga.
Knock you the
I-
fuck out. Oh,
Yo, I'm dead ass. That's all I care about for real.
oh shit.
Everything else, I don't care. Oh, somebody see me? Good. I'm glad you seen it, nigga. You know I'm straight, you DLS niggas. That's how I be thinking. That don't bother me. Thinking about, oh, what if somebody wanted to rob me right now? And now I got my hands in shorty front pockets walking from behind her,
I
trying
think
to
that's
be.
extreme. I just want to say I think that's extreme. I'm not walking with my hands in nobody's front pockets.
Yeah, I
Whether
see
they like
niggas do
that.
that shit all the time.
That's weird.
That's a different level
You
of
gotta do,
public.
you gotta do a case
Hands in
study
the
there
pocket of
because
your girl. My nigga, you suspect.
You're not even
your
giving her a
girl,
No,
hug. You
no,
got
Your
just
your
do
hand
a
hand
in
get
her.
case.
taken that way.
Just do a case
you
study. The next person,
Your
the
girl gonna
next
get taken
person
that
you
way.
see, Sig, the next person, just do a case study. Next time you go to Walmart, next person you see, they all hugged up and do it. Walk up on them uncomfortably like you about to rob
I
him,
do it all.
and
Listen, I do it all the time.
see if
Nigga,
he makes him feel uncomfortable. Like
I do. I do. Nigga, I walk up right behind them and get super close to them and then just look them in their face like, see, you could have been him. And I don't talk to them. I just look them in their face like, yeah, see how quick it can happen to you. Nigga, I do that shit on a daily. That's how I play. Nigga, I just play with people's emotions and fears. See? And now what? Word up.
so, every time out of 10, out of the 5 people you've seen today, everybody.
I ain't go in those stores today. I've been in the car all day.
Copy. I'm about to say,
Yeah. But yeah,
everybody turned to gold.
niggas is bitches. That's my whole shit for the rest of the night. I ain't talking about y'all per se.
I don't.
Y'all niggas,
I'm not
you
thinking.
huffing
I
and
know
puffing
that wasn't me.
like I'm
I don't
shooting
feel
at
like you
That
you.
talking
wasn't
about
me.
me.
That
You
wasn't
act
me.
like I'm not shooting at nobody,
I
nigga.
have a headache. I'm not thinking about you and your
You have
conversation.
a headache because too much PDA, nigga. That's why. Slow down, nigga.
Only
Put your
store I
nuts
went.
on the
Only store
what?
I went to a bitch with today was with you.
Oh yeah, talk your shit, nigga. That's what I like to hear. Talk that shit, nigga. I'll wait till I catch you adhering to your girl's belief and knock you the fuck out. If that's how she wanna be loved, then that's how I'm gonna love a head ass nigga. Shit me. Nigga, I like head at the carnival. Ain't nobody loving me how I need to be loved.
Respectfully. Clip
You
it.
had.
Yeah.
I forgot. You said you had them. I'll talk to you later. I gotta holler at you.
Commercial.
Who me?
Pay these
Yeah,
bills right quick.
I forgot when I was with you earlier.
Look for something to eat and you want something with just a little bit more flavor? Go to Ivory's Flavor Jamaican Food. It's located at 417 Georgetown Street, number 130, Lexington, Kentucky. Get you some food with some flavor, man. Get you some of that Ivory.
Where you wanna be in your heart, we call that heart to heart. Mind game.
You are in supreme clientele. You are talking to Vanessa.
Betty Malcolm, I could be your rider. If you're the cannon, I could be Mariah.
Come in here and get a fresh haircut.
You be the water, I can be the fire. guide, and you could be Messiah.
In other words, leave that in here. This is the person that became me.
You try to put crazy thoughts in my head.
Yeah. If you in the road rap, North Carolina area, tap in with my boy JD, my girl Vanessa, go get you right. And Dirt, if they in Kentucky, tell them about Irie.
After Figgy get you some food, I gotta go over there and get me some. Every Tuesday they do the Rasta pasta. I know people
I'm
don't.
on.
I know people like Rasta pasta. I love me some Rasta pasta. I gotta go get me some. I haven't been able to do it, but I gotta definitely stop by there and get me some real quick. Some Irie
Stuff
Cafe. I
saying.
gotta get some Irie flavor. Shout out to them.
Pasta stuff saying. One through one.
Copy, cool. A partner grew up in a non-affectionate home. Can affection be learned later in life? Where's it go?
Only God knows. I would say it's all about you can learn anything you want to learn. I feel like if I didn't know how to drive. I never had a license before, and I got one. So at 37 or some shit. So I feel like if you want to learn something, if you're gonna put the effort into learning what it means to be affectionate, you can definitely learn that at whatever age you want to learn it. But it's just about being able to let go of your past and the protection that does because people feel protection from the ideas that they already have in place. So if you're willing to be vulnerable, like we talked about before, and allow yourself to learn what it means to be affectionate and feel good, and then work through the initial apprehension of this new behavior and new lifestyle that you are now getting equated to, then yeah, I think it could be something that could be added to the situation if you're willing to do that. It's a willingness. All it takes that's the first step, willingness. And I'll land with that.
Jim, can affection be learned later in life?
Uh, some people say common sense, but then that's everybody's love. You're giving, right? Like everybody's teaching you love, so boom. But later in life, you missed the boat, bro. Like there's a period there. There's a there's a like 13 to like 17. You feel me? By by nigga 21, you should already have. See, that's the cutoff. The 21, you should already, you know what I mean, know what it is. But you 35, 38, yeah, you missed the boat, bro. Because then it's just, I don't know what I'm doing, and this is how I love. So, and it can be the wrong thing because that's when you get taught early. I land my plane.
Let me add to that real quick. My bad.
Go
I
ahead,
would
Dirt.
say it is definitely an example of a gift of desperation. Um, if you're not, if you do feel like, all right, well, this is how I love, or this is how I don't love, and you're not happy, I would say that
Gotta be
feeling
honest.
feeling sadness about that unhappiness and wanting to now be happy, I think that would be hopefully a thing that can be a component towards the willingness towards something different. I'm
But
already not happy.
how much is too late? What age is too late?
Whatever two ages there's where there be no willing, there will be a deterrent for willingness, whatever age that is, whatever age that represents. If you're whatever age, but you're still face that gift of desperation of not happiness, and wanting something different and wanting to be different and wanting a different result and acknowledging that is my current behavior and my current thought process that creates the life that I'm in, taking accountability that is that how much am I responsible for the shit that I'm going through? Because I think that's the biggest things I hear in relationships. If you ask somebody what's the failed problems in their current or their past relationship, if you ask a person, most people aren't going to tell you where they fucked up. They going to tell you where the partner fucked up and not have no accountability. They're not going. You know, it's if it, they're everybody's playing the victim. So I think when you have some level of accountability and and you can focus on or not even some level, a high level of accountability and a idea of it's me behavior that I've been exhibiting that's leading to the ends that I'm reaching, and then that to me is where there's room for growth. But I don't think there's an age where you just can't. I think you can teach your old dog new tricks if they're willing to learn it. It's all about a willingness, and I think that does come from a reality of admitting the connection that you may have to your failures or your shortcomings.
Yeah, but you can't change a person. Then we just had a conversation where you're trying to change a person, but you try
Yeah, you can't
like
teach an old dog
you
new
see what I'm
trick.
saying?
Because I
Because
just
if they're already old, you should already have the
we
knowledge
just
that you
renamed the
already know what
dog.
it is.
And that dog comes to that name.
Yeah, you should
You
already know what it is. If you're
you
that
can't.
age, that's why I asked you what age. What
I,
age? Because if you're
I,
25, bro, you should already know what love is, bro.
all
You
right, so
see what
you
I'm
could say,
saying?
would you say 37 is old?
Yeah, man. You should have been knew that. Yeah.
That's when I learned recovery. I didn't know recovery.
But you knew of it.
I didn't know it. It just they gonna know of whatever you're trying to teach them to, or whatever they're trying to learn. They're gonna know of
But
it too. It
we
ain't like
walk
they're not
but
gonna
we
know.
walk
Not
around these look though, we walk around these programs that's NA and AAs.
and you're
So
walking around
we
healthy relationships. That's marriage and long term. So you're still it's always gonna be you watching movies. You're reading a book. You're gonna always have some connection to some type of different type of love than the one you're exhibiting and trying to display. So if you feel, hey, based on the failure of my last relationship, I didn't show enough affection. I feel like that was my failure. Maybe that's why they even was outside in the first place. Because it's easy to go, why you break with your last person? Oh, they cheated on me.
that's everybody's shit. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
everybody's shit.
but the accountability would be, oh, I didn't show affection, and they started to seek it on the outside level. Maybe they should have been more verbal and honest with me about my
Right.
inability to show perfection.
Respectfully.
However,
Respectfully.
this is my thing that I was not doing. I wasn't mindful. So now, if I'm going to get in another relationship, either I'm going to get with somebody who could accept who I am, or once I don't feel like nobody could accept the amount of uh, affection I receive, and that the only way I could have a successful relationship would be to give more affection, then that would be something I would be learning to do. Or I would then go, I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life and accept that. But to me, it takes some level of accountability to say that is my fault. Once you admit it's your fault and where your fault is, you could either change that or say, all right, then shit gonna be the same. It's not gonna
And that,
change.
and that aspect, it takes two to do that.
Accountability takes one person.
So
No, respectfully. Someone has to be the mature one, basically.
Yeah, you got to be mature enough to say, you know what, I have not showed enough affection, and because I didn't show affection, da, 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 da. Or like I said, it's easy instead
you
of
learn it with
looking at
yourself.
yeah, instead
I
of
never learned affection, so I
oh, I
don't know
never
how to share it or you know
yeah,
receive it. So
yeah.
we either learn it together, or if you do know it, you feel me? Be
Being can I be
gentle,
taught?
but you feel me?
Can
Yeah.
I be taught? If that's, but again, it takes a level of willingness. Now that could come from a level of desperation or whatever else is going on. But to me, willingness is that's the only thing whenever you lose that willingness or you have no level of accountability, then it could be any age. You could be fucking 25. You could be young and not get it because you're not taking accountability in any of your shortcomings or the relationships. Is because
That's it. That's all.
so it's
That's
like
not
whenever you're whatever age you're in so I don't think it's about it being too old or too young. I think it's about just the person individually who either has the willingness or has the level of accountability or has the want to grow, because that's something that you could, like I said, you could even have it at any age. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. And you can't, it ain't something that could just come out of nowhere. I like
Can affection be learned later in life? Yes, it can. I used to do well when I was in massage school, and they was teaching us. They were saying that there's certain parts of the bodies or certain times during the massage where people will either start laughing, crying, certain emotions come out while getting a massage. Not only like a feel good. Certain people will cry, and the crying thing was shock to me. Like, why is people crying? And because there's certain traumas that, if not dealt with, they have to go somewhere. So they'll go in your knee as arthritis, or go in your shoulder and freeze up your shoulder. And people, learning these modalities in massage therapy, if you could release trauma from something that happened 6 months ago, 6 years, 6 weeks, 6 minutes, and if it can happen through a massage, then there's other things in your life that can be learned if by just releasing that. You feel me? So can affection be learned later in life? I agree with Dirt. With just a little willingness. As long as you don't got fear of rejection. And I think that's everybody's thing. Rejection. Nobody wants to be rejected. Nobody wants to even feel rejected.
unless that's their kink.
Mhm. Yeah, respectfully. Shout
They
out to
into
y'all.
that. Shout out to those people. That's
can be
they
learned
into
later
that.
in life. It's just you should already know. I'm sticking with that. You should already fucking know, man. Well, that's probably how I was
There is
raised.
no. I'm gonna say this to you. There's no age
Should
limit
already
on
fucking
joining.
know.
I'm gonna say there's no age limit on joining that massage class. So if I was 50, I could join a massage class and learn how to give a massage.
Respectfully.
There's no age limit on the things that are needed from the book. There's no age limit on reading the book. There's no age limit on the conversation. It's all about your ability to learn from it. Because that's like if there's an age limit on, there's no age limit on change. I hate to beat a dead horse, but recovery is a very exudic sign of change. And we don't say to somebody, "Oh, you 60 and you still using? Oh, you're not gonna get better. Thank you. We only gonna deal with people that's young." Nah, any age you come here and you saying you want to change, we gonna give it a shot. So there is no age limit for change or maximum age.
I'm speaking of you should already know. I'm not speaking
But
on like any age for change. I'm saying you should already know when you get to a certain age. You should already fucking know. Put down the
you
fucking drug. You should already know you want the drug. Put down. I don't want this shit no more. Put the
I
shit
get what you're
down.
saying. You possibly should know. However, I can't turn a person away because they 70 years old and this is their first time at trying to recover.
Bro, you're fucking 70. You're fucking 70 years old. And
Yeah.
you trying to man, go home, bro. Go fucking
That's
home and lay down,
that's
man.
but that's
Go
what
home and
you
lay
would
down.
say. But the program doesn't. That's what I'm saying. The program says I would have to give that person the same energy and respect and intensity that I would give a 19-year-old.
But I would definitely want the 19-year-old there because he's definitely of that age. Like he's of that age. But I respectfully give the bed to the 70-year-old, but I would give it to the 19-year-old first, because nigga, you're 70.
You
You're
can't.
70.
The
You're
idea
70.
that's
Right? So
you.
I
That's
no,
not
no,
the
look,
program. No.
listen to me carefully, right? I pretty much know how the program works, right? I got you. No one gets turned away, respectfully. But if there's a decision to make, I would make the tough decision, right? People have to. You in that line of work, you have to make the tough decision, right? I would definitely give it to the young guy first because he's making an effort and he's 19. So this program will work for him, like the 70-year-older, but we can't give too much to him. We can't give him all the knowledge at 70 because nigga, he's stuck in his ways already. You feel me? Like he's gonna be combative sometimes. He's gonna be combative sometimes. Where the 19-year-older,
Would
I'm
be
just,
more
just
would be not the but the 19-year-old might be more combative, believe it or not.
that's
You
what
would
makes it
think
work harder. That's what
you
makes you
would
work
think
harder.
you would think the
You,
older
you
person would be combative, but the younger person
yeah,
has
yeah,
not been
because
through
he go
enough. They haven't let me just say they haven't been through enough that makes them really want to change. That person who's 70 probably been through some shit. 19-year-old, they still got friends, and they might be there. Their whole reasoning is going to be different from a 70-year-old. A 70-year-old is going to be there based on their life experience. So when you think you're getting a more liable person for change, the person who's closer to death may be more liable to change because
see like
they
that, see
been
like
through
that.
something.
See, like that, he think that he can come here and get something above or like status wise. I'm 70 years old, so you know what I mean? Like he's gonna come in with his own mindset at 70, besides him receiving the help that y'all give him, right? Cool. But he's gonna give pushback. He's gonna give pushback. Meanwhile, the 19-year-old is giving pushback because he's scared, he's frustrated. You know what I mean? He's doing this shit on his own, and no one's helping him. You know what I mean, it's so much that 19-year-old is gonna like be mentally fucked up. Yeah, I just gotta work harder with the nigga. Yeah, I gotta work harder with him because he's fresh. He wants help. I think the 70-year-old just wants a bed, man. You know what I mean? I just that's my thinking. He just wants the bed. He doesn't look for help. He doesn't look for help. He's fucking 70. I know it's a scenario. I wouldn't actually do it. I'm just saying my thoughts on it.
Yeah, no, I get
It's
it.
just I would give the 19-year-old more of a shot than a 70-year-old. I can't treat him the same. Respectful. I'm sorry, I land.
Are you good?
I was looking for the question. What habits, excuse me, what habits from childhood still remain?
And me or a person?
What happened in childhood that still remains?
What habits from
Oh,
childhood
habits.
still remain?
And me or another person?
From you.
My solidarity. Being an only child, I see myself not minding being
Habits.
alone a lot. Not being an issue. Just being there, sitting by myself, laying in the bed, playing the game, whatever. I don't really feel like I need another person for entertainment. So I would say that solidarity is one that stuck with me since a kid. And I'll land with that.
Respectfully.
I I I I I grew up around family, real shit, man. Everything is family. You know what I mean? It's not like I need somebody around me. Like That's part of me, man, because I grew up that way. No matter sisters, brothers, everybody, we're all close. Real shit. So I grew up like I had like real shit. Like I had long distance relationships. Like I like that. I like that. I love that shit. I don't want that short shit. And I'm an outgoing person. I'm an air sign, so for me, I'm hype all day type shit. I'm not a slow it down. I'm a grown ass man, but that's just what it is. I always had somebody. Always. Shit, I got 10 fucking kids, nigga. I always had somebody. That's just part of who I am. I land with that.
I would say exercise, adventurer. Exercise always when I was small. I still exercise to this day, so I still got that discipline. Um, yeah, adventurer. I like going places. I like traveling. I like doing things, seeing things, photos, pictures, and
Yeah, I'm all of that.
little zen spots around this little thing called Earth. Someone Someone slowly becomes comfortable with affection. Should partners push affection growth?
As much as you can.
I
As
agree.
much as you can. As much as you can. However way it comes. Play fighting, tickle, like, you know what I mean? However way it comes. Just enjoy this shit, man. Like, I land.
I
I
would
agree.
say don't push, because when you're pushing, you end up pushing a person in the corner. And when a person ends up in the corner, they have a fight or flight situation and they don't make the best decision. So I would say you want to be careful when you're making a decision to push towards anything, because that can create a level of combativeness from the person you're trying to push, whether it's positive or not. So I would say just keep watering instead of pushing. You don't push a plant to grow,
I
you
agree.
water it.
I agree.
You feel me?
I definitely
So
agree.
I would say don't a push sounds like an aggressive way of putting somebody in a situation,
Bullying.
opposed to
Like,
just
bullying.
yeah, I'm not trying to push you, but I don't mind watering it. I don't mind, in hopes for the growth. I don't mind allowing sun to get to it in hopes for the growth. But no, I don't think pushing is a good idea if the person's not into that.
The scenario was someone slowly becomes comfortable with affection, and the question was, should partners push affection growth? So I would say,
Yeah.
if your partner slowly becomes comfortable, yeah, I wouldn't push as fast, but I'm definitely gonna push for it. If they're slowly opening up to my form of, love language, or a thing that I want to create for us, with us, something that is, near dear to
Like,
us type shit,
no,
and they
But
want to
that's
do
why
that, yeah, I'm gonna grow with that. I'm gonna find ways to grow with that.
I said I'm
yeah,
a
Um,
water. That's why I said I will
it's
water
the
it.
water of the plant.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's
it's the
why I
water
said
of the plant for me. That's a fact. I like
I
that.
would water it. I wouldn't push
yeah,
it. I would
exactly.
water it.
I'll definitely water the plant.
I'm gonna,
It's a
I'm
lot
not
of
gonna,
work now. It's a lot of work.
yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
fucking a
put the
lot of
work
work.
in, but I think it's just the wording for me of push and what that represents.
No, I feel you. Well, that was
Yeah, that's forcing. That's bullying. Water that plant.
So
It'll
I would
grow.
definitely, I'm gonna help perpetuate it as much as I can from the angle I'm from.
as slow as they was taking it to open up to become comfortable, as slow as I'm gonna keep taking it until I can keep my foot off the brake. You feel me? So
Yeah, again, but that just feels
until I
like if you
until
take
I can push the pedal, you feel me? Then we're gonna ride the brake.
yeah.
Riding the shit till the wheels fall off. Not own that
Respectfully.
shit.
Clip
Car.
it. So final question is what helped them feel safe emotionally?
Me or the person.
Them. So it would be them.
I would say
By what
obviously. I would
by
say
answering the
obvious.
first question, what helped them feel safe emotionally?
I would probably say to me, communication will always
Thank you.
will always be an opener to anything, to any
Thank you.
level of growth based on who you're talking to and who you're talking with. I don't know what that communication entails or how it works, or that's all personal. And that's between that person and that person. But I would say any level of growth between you and a person will be an ability to talk with each other. I
That's it.
think
That's
that
all, man.
when people can't talk, that to me is that's what leads to standstills. That's what leads to lack of growth. That's what leads to lack of solutions, lack
Confusion and
of
all that.
confusion, all of those things. Not lack of confusion, but absolute confusion because we can't even
Confusion. Yeah.
talk. We can't talk. So if we can't talk, then how could you be comfortable with somebody you can't talk with? That whether it's a friendship,
And,
a
and, and,
relationship,
and, and it's watering that plant, man. Because if
yeah.
that's
How
if
could
that's what it is, if that's what it is in that relationship, just keep watering that side of the you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like just keep watering that. Everything else is
learning how to
cool.
talk. Yeah.
But communication is fucking key, man. It makes people weary. Like, nigga, like we've been together for 4 or 5 fucking years. Like, so do you what? So do you accept it or you still want it more? Like we've been 5 years in, 9 years in, 20 years in type shit. And you still don't know
What
how
do
to
you
communicate.
what do you want? And how do you
Yeah.
express what you how does a person
It's
tell me
like
what
it's
they want? If I how do I know what the person want or what they need
being
if they
being being there is not
can't
enough.
communicate?
Being there is
Yeah.
not enough. If we got 10 years in, 15 years in, being there, you would think I accepted it. But the whole time I'm disappointed because I'm still talking about a situation and we're in it already. Communicate, man. This is what I love. Enjoy what bring because if you do, you know what I mean? You'll see what happens when you do that. But if I'm sitting here stuck wondering what you thinking, I'm in my own head. Man. I'm making up shit. Communication is fucking key. Respectfully, I land my plane.
What emotional are they feeling? Um, oh no, what was the next thing? What helped them feel safe emotionally? What helped them feel safe is me allowing, no, me understanding and connection. Because if you don't know that what you're doing is, you know,
That's
keeping your partner
communication, bro.
out, I'm just saying, yeah, respectfully. And connection through communication, yeah, all of that. You could use those respectfully. However, but if you don't know that what you're doing is doing that, then this is the reason why they wouldn't want to open up or you feel me, re-traumatize themselves because what you're doing is reminding them.
Mhm.
So uh, the fact that you can connect because if she worked through it and she slowly became comfortable with it, then you were a good teacher or a student for vice versa. in order to do so. You feel me? You was the sensei in order for her to deal and you to deal with it. You dig? So that's
Order in the plant.
that's a connection right there,
Order,
type shit.
order in the plant. I like that one. Real shit.
Well, that brings us.
What's that? Fucking patient.
That's it, man. That brings us to the thing, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
You already,
Appreciate,
my
man.
God.
You
I
already know what
appreciate
it is.
you flying with me, flying with the God, hopping on this flight. You know, y'all got your papers. Where them Jones at? Boom, got y'all.
I got mine. Yeah. I got mine. But I got like 3 of them already.
I didn't get everybody Tuesday, my bad though. But here y'all go. You in the comment section. I appreciate y'all. Tesla. They're about to get to Larry Stark, you and Larry Stark commercial.
Okay, yeah, we'll be there next Friday at the spot, 3325 Keyshy Way. Come through, man. We'll be there. Come get your laugh on $10 a ticket.
Don't be late.
I'm 34 and a half. I'm your favorite cousin from my auntie uncle you know you had. And I am here for AJ's and I am here for Hood Service announcement. But the reason I want to talk to this man right now is April 17th. At the spot, that's 3325 Keyshy Way in Lexington, Kentucky. Comedy will be going down. In the words of my cousin, oh my God. Did I do it right?
It's oh my God. You know what I mean? That's how you do it. But anyway you say it, any variation, man, it's still all the same, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Listen, it's going down at the spot, man. Me, 34 and a half, man. We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? Come see these jokes. We telling jokes at a high level, man. If you want to come out and laugh, you want to get some QT points with your girl, you know what I'm saying? You can do 2 things at once, man. So I expect to see you there, man, if you want to see a high quality show, you dig?
And I'm gonna tell you this right here. I just watched this man special about like maybe whenever it released, maybe like a month ago, was it? Hilarious. I'm a hater. No, I'm a hater. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a hater.
Yeah.
So, especially when I watch, it's like watching porn when you fuck good. Sometimes you like, he ain't holding his leg right.
Yeah.
This nigga was holding his leg right. At the library. He had to make a noise at the library.
Facts, man. That's what we do, man. We put in work and the results show for themselves, man. Our resume ain't never been on trial, man. Real deal funny. So you know what I'm saying? The 18th at the spot, y'all pull up, you dig?
Thank you, my God. Bless.
This is BK.
Mike Payne.
Carly.
34 and a half.
Hot Boy Shay.
Tyrell. And I play Tyrell.
And Monica.
Jay.
Asu.
Mo. Big Prince in that series Make Some Noise.
You gon' hear me now, feel me now. I'm 10 toes, no small talk, straight to the pen.
Throughout the season, you see him going through where in the beginning he wanted to just do his music and work a regular 9 to 5, but as things continue to happen to him, he has to respond to the environments that he gets put in.
Damn. Nah, fucked up, cuz. Yo, my bad, bro. Where the fuck was you at anyway? I was trying to get a little bottle or something, type of weapon that even the odds, it was more than us. A lot of people call me and was like, when they see me, I like to say I retreated, which is something people do in war all the time. They retreat to, regroup. Another word I like to use when I think about that scene. People thought I was like, punani.
Nigga, you must not know who the fuck I am, nigga. This my city. Y'all beat his ass. Get up, bitch ass. You ain't talking niggas. We outside.
I had people say, you just being you. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no bully though. I ain't no bully, but yeah, don't take me there, bro. But other than that, yeah, just I'm that nigga, and I definitely feel like I'm that nigga. He's supposed to.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on, I'm a little crooked. Let me straighten up. That's better. Yeah, we got it. Peace to you and yours. Appreciate you and my co-pilots flying out with me. Thank you. Till the next time. Beat me there, don't meet me there. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8. Tomorrow, HSA Hood Service announcement. Tomorrow at 8. Tap in. I was supposed to get my guy for give you guys a sneak preview. My bad, but I'm a little. We moving and cruising on. Here we close out. Let's close out. You know, tonight we saw something real. Some people don't struggle with giving love. They struggle with receiving it. And that doesn't always come from attitude or being distant. Sometimes it comes from what you used to. If you didn't grow up with affection, then affection can feel foreign. If you weren't hugged, then being held can feel uncomfortable. If love was quiet or distant or conditional and real, closeness can feel overwhelming. So when someone pulls away, it's not always rejection. Sometimes it's unfamiliar territory. But here's the truth. Love requires access. And if you can receive it, you'll keep pushing away the very thing you say you want. And on the other side, there's something trying to love you, wondering why it never seems to land. So tonight's question isn't do you like affection? It's do you feel safe enough to let it in? Because love doesn't show up. It has to be received slowly, patiently, honestly. Until next time, open up a little, breathe through the discomfort, and don't push away something real just because it feels new. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your destination. Please remain seated until you have properly processed. Keep your mind clear until next time.
Land your plane, land your plane, land your plane.